Believe it or not, room 222 is the best. Just take a look at what we do. We have 23 wonderful brains. We are the best. Believe it or not, we're the best. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Room 222 interview show. Today our guest is Mr. Longo. She is a teacher at our school. How old are you? When is your birthday?
This is a really big question. All right, well, Mr. Longo is 43 years old. Oh, everybody's going to know now. And my birthday is November 2nd.
Oh. Who is in your family?
The members in my family, I have 2 daughters. My older daughter is 19 and her name is Leah. My younger daughter is 15 and her name is Angelina. I live with my husband whose name is Joe. And I have 3 dogs. I have Charlie, he's the eldest but the smallest. Then we have Remy, and then Rosie is the baby but the biggest, which is kind of neat.
What is your favorite food? Why?
My favorite food is pizza. And the reason that pizza is my favorite food is because you can pretty much put anything you want on a pizza. I've even had pizza with French fries on it. It was pretty good, actually.
What is your favorite animal? Why is it your favorite?
Favorite animal? This is a really good question because sometimes people ask me this question and I'm like, I kind of have to, because if you ask me what my favorite pet is, I would say a dog. If you ask me in general what my favorite animal was, besides being a pet, I would have to say the horse. Because horses are big and beautiful, and when Mr. Longo was about your age, I used to ride horses, which was so much fun.
Do you have a pet? Why or why not?
So like I said before, Mr. Longo does have a pet. I have 3 pets. Why I've got 3, not quite sure. I think it's because we got Charlie and Angelina was in love with Charlie, and then Leah was like, I kind of need someone to cuddle with. So we got Remy, and then my husband was like, I kind of feel like we need one to share, and then we got Rosie. So 3 pets.
What is your favorite children's movie? Why?
My favorite children's movie is, that's a little bit tricky because there's a few Disney movies that Mr. Longo likes. I really, really love Bambi. Do you guys know Bambi? Probably not, right? You do know Bambi? Okay, and so my more modern one is Frozen. Love Frozen.
What is your favorite place in the world?
To be in, my favorite place to be in is probably at home with my family, because we get to just kind of chill out, be comfy on the couch, watch movies, things like that.
What is your favorite toy when you were a child? Why?
My favorite toy was a skipping rope. Mr. Longo loved to skip. I'd take it with me to school. We'd skip during recess time, our lunch recesses, and then I would try and skip all the way home, which was a little tricky sometimes when there was other people walking on the sidewalk with me.
Why did you become a teacher?
And that's a really, really good question. I always like this question. Mr. Longo became a teacher because when I was in elementary school, just like you guys are in school now, I had some really fantastic teachers who did things in so many different ways where we got to do these really fun activities. And the cool part was we were having a ton of fun, but we were also learning things as well. So as I got a little bit older and got to meet lots of other teachers that I spent time with, I was like, this is kind of something I think I want to do. And the best part about it is that every year I get to make a whole classroom of new friends.
What is the best part of your job? What is the worst part of your job?
The best part of my job is really seeing all of you guys and how happy you are when you learn something that was maybe too tricky, like a math problem, and then you get really excited because you learned how to do it. And I think the worst part is maybe writing report cards. Mr. Longo has to sit in front of a computer for a really long time.
What do you like to do when you are not at school?
I like to go for really long walks. So Mr. Longo's house is really close to a big park with a little stream that runs through it. So I usually take one or two of my dogs and we go for a really long walk.
What is your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. I think when I was about your age, I convinced my dad to paint my bedroom really dark blue. And for me, it was like the coolest thing ever.
What is your favorite children's book? Why?
I have two. I have a poem book too, but there are two in particular. One is Charlotte's Web, and I was a little bit older when I read Charlotte's Web. Do you guys know Charlotte's Web? One of my favorite books. And then they made a movie, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. And then the other one is I Believe Not. I think it's Where the Wild Things Are. I want to say it's Where the Wild Things Are, and only because that was my first daughter's most favorite book that I got to read to her, and then she always wanted me to read it to her.
If you had $1 million, what would you do?
If I had $1 million, I think Mr. Longo would buy a really big farm so that I could have a couple of horses, not too many, but a couple of horses, still keep my dogs there, and be able to really just enjoy nature.
Thank you so much for coming on our show. Join us next time for another interview on the Room 222 interview show.